streaming or downloading the Raymond Did a Video podcast.
Yeah, thanks everybody for everybody who's watched so far and continues to hang in there. And keep sending in the emails and the Facebook comments and all the other shit. We like hearing from you because we're desperate and needy like all artists.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Who are these fuckers? What are these fuckers doing in my kitchen?
This is Joey Grimmett and this is Mikey Hallgren, and they are our makeup crew pretty much. They were the guys who led the visual effects team for Raymond Did all the practical effects.
It's really good to meet you guys.
Blood in the door.
Good to meet you too.
Yeah.
You look familiar somehow.
Somehow, a little less bloody.
I don't say I remember Crew's name. You know.
Yeah, he was trailer every 10 minutes bitching.
We had our own trailer.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah, they live in it.
You can take the boys out of Love's Park, and you can't take Love's Park out of the boys. That's a local humor reference, you Illinoisans. Okay, well, hey, we're gonna talk to the effects crew from. I call them the Gru Crew all the time, but their real name is the Chaotic Crew.
That's right.
Sorry, well, the camera right there. And when we first went into it, I thought I was going to have a digital effects nightmare on my hands. I mean, I do have a lot of work, but it's nothing like it could have been if these guys weren't good at pulling off the practical. We'll touch on that.
Much more assistant, magician's assistant work than you have to do than being the magician.
Yeah, pretty much. So, okay. Well, let's start out, as usual, with the State of the Union. I don't know exactly when the folks are going to be watching this, but by the time they watch this, it's a very good possibility that I will have a rough cut of every rotoscope effect shot done.
Yeah, that's the theory, is that, you won't
be able to see them, but I will have them done.
I'm assuming you'll be...
Unless you're AMC or some theater chain, then you'll be able to see them.
Right. I don't know what today's date is necessarily when you guys are watching this, but the timeline is that we'll have the kind of quote-unquote... in air quotes, final cut of the film December 1st. And
thanks for not only doing a rhetorical device that's overused, but pointing out what it was in case people weren't familiar with it.
You'd be surprised sometimes.
I'm never surprised.
But theoretically it'll be a final cut on December 1st. We'll spend between the 1st and the 15th of December making damn sure the cut is totally final. And on the 15th of December we mail it off to AMC, we mail it off
in the biz we call that a final cut.
Yeah, the total screener ready to rock and roll cut. So.
Some exciting news today. We're actually, and you probably will have already purchased a shirt and owned it by now, but today we're rolling forward with our shirts, we think. Everything's in place, it looks like, so we'll see what's up.
Yeah, we just found out 100% for sure that the MPAA can't stick their nose in our merchandising campaign, which is nice.
It kind of surprises me a little bit. After our other MPAA-fueled rants, you know, as much as we give them crap, and as much as I think that the system is a bit broken, the actual people you deal with.
No, absolutely.
They're it's like when you go into McDonald's and you bitch at the person behind the counter, the corporation's the fucked up part, not the poor fucker in the front line. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So, I mean, everybody I've ever dealt with, the MPAA has been very cordial, very polite, very nice.
Like same thing with SAG. I mean, you would think they'd just be like Homeric douchebags, but they're nice. They're really nice. Insanely helpful.
I can't say enough nice about SAG, and they have the benefit of not being part of a evil, censorship organization as well.
Yeah,
which
there is that plus.
But,
okay, so that's the State of the Union. Things are moving along really well for Ring. We have so much behind the scenes work. We wish we could just show you the film right now, but
you'll have to wait till February.
Holy crap! Yeah, February 11th, 2011, and the first shirts we're going to be offering, they're going to be pretty much street team shirts, and so that means there will be another street team challenge, and that means that we still need your help getting the word out and getting the asses in the seats and all that. So
we've had a lot of views of the trailer on YouTube, and we've had it shared a lot of times on Facebook. We're constantly getting more and more fans on the Facebook page, but we need that to multiply. We need that to increase exponentially. We need it to keep going. So excellent work to everybody who's been doing that, and just please keep getting the word out there. Make sure the people you're telling are getting the word out there so that we can get the word out about the film. I have no doubt that people will enjoy it. My concern is that people won't know about it. So
yeah, that's our biggest killer right now is just silence, pretty much. Just we don't want the tree to fall in the forest and for no one to hear it.
Well, just to let everybody know, to give you a little incentive, we did use 22 gallons of blood. So
they did, yeah.
If you like blood, definitely come see the movie.
And I think that's a great segue into our next bit, which is to interview you two.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. So
how's it going, sweet cheeks?
How's it going, honey?
It's going good.
Okay. They're like this all the time.
No hate.
Crazy talented at what they fucking do. But you don't just do Raymond did it. What else do you fuckers do?
We do the Carnival of Carnage. We run the Carnival of Carnage Haunted House for the Tabala Shrine, and we donate all of the money, all the proceeds that we make to the Shriners Children's Hospital.
Which is awesome, yeah. I mean, I've
They really
got
helped my
friends
brother
who-
out. They really helped my brother out.
His
So,
brother
yeah.
had some work. I mean, they do great work, and you know, it's through events like this that they're able to afford to do that. And I mean, they're really like, I mean, they're up there with like the Mayo Clinic as far as advancements and
Oh, shit, yeah.
things like that.
Yeah,
So it's
they're
really
amazing.
cool that you guys are able to be a part
Also,
of that.
the Ronald McDonald House too.
They helped my they helped my mom out really. Like they gave her a place to stay while my brother was in
And that's-
Shriners Hospital.
That's how the shrine works. That's
Yeah.
what they do. You know, they go through them and they work hand in hand with each other.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing organization. So if you're in the area, obviously go see it, but they're worth the travel too because I mean the shit you're gonna see on the screen in Raymond is awesome, but
You
the
wanna
haunted
see
house
it?
is immersive. You know what I mean?
What's the difference between running a live haunt where you've got audience members right there in front of you and doing visual effects for a motion picture?
Well, the best that I can actually bring up with that one is what we're used to is our live feedback, where we can run a scene, that we can put a lot of planning and time into it, run a scene, and if one night the actor that was in that room didn't get a lot of good feedback, he can change that room
Yeah.
directly for the next evening or for the next weekend. Something like this that we do in a movie, we had to put all that prep work into it, and it was, you know, a pass or fail type of situation.
Yeah.
We had to shoot it as many times as we could to make sure we got it right that one time.
Right.
You know, and with this, we stayed behind the scenes. We were the puppet masters. When we get in the haunted house, we are the puppets. We are the ones that are at play, that are doing all that. So it was a little bit of an adjustment, and he loves being the puppet.
The stuff that we did in this film is gave me wood. Just to point out.
Okay,
really
so
did.
I have the opposite story about you guys. Whenever I shoot something, you know, you're composing the shot, you're just trying to make sure everything's in frame, things are generally in focus. I'm not checking continuity. I'm not even really checking performance that much. I mean, you of course notice these things, but that's not my job as a camera guy, as DP. So you always wonder, even though it looked pretty good through the thing, you wonder, I wonder if that worked. Well, the one time on set I did not have to wonder that was when we were running a monitor cable for a specific kill that will remain unnamed. And I about no sooner finished this really kinetic, hard to pull off shot, and I'm like, I wonder if it, and I hear the crowd at the monitor go, ah! Like, I think it did. And so that was pretty awesome for me, because I don't get that. I'm like, I think that was funny, or I think the drama sold, or I think we got that in frame, or, you know, all that stuff. You just never know. I got instant feedback that night. Like,
Yeah.
nothing else, the rough cuts
It was
work.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it was
so-
good.
There was a lot of fun going on.
I was so
around
nervous.
everything.
That was the night. I knew you had your shit together, but you had to step out, so I was second unit, and I'm like, okay, this is where the film could die.
Right.
I can, and
You were gone.
the film won't die so much as I will kill it. I could fuck up this shot. We're sold out. We'd have nothing left to do. Like, well, everybody, the SAG actors are down for a while. Let's just drink. And we kept that. We did do that too. It's just we tended to make a movie still. So
Yeah, I mean, and that was my wife's birthday, and
Yeah.
there was just the
Well, yeah, go spend time with Sarah,
We could
absolutely.
dedicate an entire, and may very well dedicate an entire vlog to talking about the nightmares of that particular day.
Right.
Um,
Oh, yeah, we can. Yeah,
look for the DVD. I'm sure that's going to come up in
Oh,
the
yeah.
commentary for sure.
yeah,
But yeah, no.
bad day.
I was really impressed because if you've seen any of my short films, you know, or read my blog, looked at my website, it's no big secret that I like getting down and playing in the gore, and I'm a makeup guy myself. A lot of what I've learned, honestly, is from Joey. So it was really cool to be able to work with him in the film. And the suckiest part for me is, as my internal makeup guy, was having to sit back while these guys were doing these effects. And there was one particular kill we were working on, you know, they had some logistical problems with it and whatnot. And I think Joey was, I don't know, you were in like 110-degree fever that day or something.
Oh, you're not talking about the first one that I second unit on. You're talking- okay, yeah. Yeah, poor dude got sick as shit. Yeah.
It was horrible.
And,
I don't even know why I got sick. I just got sick because I think the people from New York brought back some.
There was a
The burger.
New York City, get a room.
There was a
Birds
super
were
virus
something
going
else.
around.
Which I have
Not good.
I have the immune system of a person who doesn't have one, and I actually started out a little bit under the weather, and I think I just drank through it.
Yeah.
Let that be a lesson to us all.
Whiskey gets you through it.
Everybody was getting sick. You were sick. I was the only person who wasn't really particularly sick. I had like Mucinex in my freaking camera bag, and I never used it. So
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. We all got really ill, but Joey was out because he was. I mean, you were on set. I think even.
I
But he was just
left the
really-
set the day before after getting makeup done, and then came back the next day to help you guys out with that certain unnamed kill in the movie.
one of the many.
Right, and it was in one of my. I mean, like directing the movie. I'm spoiled for choice for like shining moments and stuff. But for me, I was working on this appliance that I had built, and Joey had been out, and I knew that I was going to kind of have to pull a little bit of extra weight. And Joey shows up and looks at it, and just the look on his face when he saw this gear that I had built, with like that was one of my favorite moments from a effects perspective because
You talking about the one in the
I knew I
garage?
had
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew I had
Well, okay.
screwed up. You know
that
what
was
I mean?
that was
Like,
pretty good. But okay, your sister Phyllis
Yes.
was helping out, just hold something in place, shall we say, and had to look away. And she was there. She saw it's fake. I mean, we're a camera crew right there. Everything's
Well,
fake. They're-
beyond having to look away, she had to look away the first take. The second take, she had to leave, and I believe she may have lost her mind.
She did.
She was gagging during the first take. She was gagging
She
during the
was
first
gagging during the
take.
first take, and she completely turned white. And Phyllis is like white anyway, but like
And
ghost.
this white.
Yeah, oh, poor
It
thing.
was
Oh
horrible.
man, what a trooper! I mean,
Yeah.
about 1,000 different levels, but
She stuck.
certainly
She stuck.
you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna help out.
I mean, the
Well,
appliance
it's
that
protecting an
Travis-
investment.
Right.
Yeah.
the appliance that Travis built was very good, very good. Just need a little bit of minor touch-ups here and there, and obviously, of course, he stepped out of the way as soon as I got there.
Right. I was like,
He
here's,
stepped out of the
here's
way
master.
and had a huge smile on his face because he got my approval.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
It's good stuff.
It was amazing. It was one of the best appliances I've ever seen.
Well, thank you. I
I was
appreciate
not.
that.
I expected when I got the phone call that you guys really needed me on set that I was going to get there and it was going to be a logistical nightmare.
Yeah.
I really did.
This is
So
gonna
I was
this is gonna be the
happy when
equivalent of
I
me
got
walking
there.
into the party scene.
Oh.
It sucks.
It was the opposite of
to
that.
do
though.
makeup in the middle of the summer when you have like 105.
Oh yeah,
degree,
because I mean
oh,
the stuff we
yeah.
work with is so hot.
Well, I wasn't sick then. I did get sick later in the summer, and I can relate to that.
And-
Fever in the summer ain't no good.
Well,
We
and
use-
but that scene in particular, when you're sick, it makes you.
Well, if you guys wouldn't mind, I don't want to get too spoilery,
No,
but if you
no,
guys
no,
wouldn't
no.
mind maybe breaking down some of the things that we used, because we were working with next to nothing for this movie.
Yeah.
So how were we able to
Yeah,
pull off?
give the indie. This will be the indie tip. Give the fans a little shopping list here.
Okay, well, one shopping list just for a test shoot that we did before we even started. We sent a really good friend of his.
The set designer for the movie.
Set designer for the movie. We sent her to the store with a list, and the list entailed pig intestines,
We never made chillins.
large Magnum condoms,
Right.
Chicken livers.
chicken livers, and what was the syrup?
It's curious.
Just Caro.
Just regular Caro syrup and red and green food dye.
Yeah.
And I believe that was it. That was on the
Alright.
list.
You know what we're constantly in search of is unlubricated condoms, which the first time I bought those, I was a kid and I wasn't sexually active just yet, for effects reasons, But as an adult who's had sex more than a half a time almost, I'm like, the thought of an unlubricated condom makes me not able to achieve
Torture.
erection.
It just sounds like torture.
Who does that?
Affects people. I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why-
they must be in the effects industry.
People like us.
Yeah.